Recess. The teachers are really nice.
It's a nice school, but the water's never cold and there's no air conditioning.
The funnest thing about Counterac is probably everything.
I like the subject that was that we go out of the classroom, we come into this room with another teacher, and you learn about something.
Like all the specials and all the things we did with Miss Cranston.
Well, there's a lot of nice teachers and a lot of nice classmates.
I think art, and I can show you because my hands have paint on them.
I think that the lunches are great. It's really fun here, and the teachers help you learn a lot. And plus, I love pizza. I enjoy what they put on the menus for lunch.
I like the field trips.
I love art and math.
Math is where I feel like I learn the most things.
You don't need any supplies to do math. You just really need knowledge.
Some of the books you get so tied into here, you don't want to stop reading them.
I like science.
Science.
My favorite part of the day is recess.
A bunch of recess, a bunch of lunch, a bunch of eating. The Rainbow Playground is awesome.
Huh?
Fres, it's like really like fun and different.
This elementary school is awesome.
I remember my first teacher at Fres welcomed us, and it felt really comforting. I love the instrumental music program. I liked math for a while, but I like science now.
I think the new lockers were really cool.
Science, yeah.
You're always included. Even if you don't get something, teachers will help you figure it out.
When I came here, I'm like, well, band room, cool. And then I'm like, oh my God, they even let you play like tuba or something.
ELA and science has been really fun. And math has always been fun throughout the years.
I really like the intro and the teachers played you something of each instrument, and in my head I'm like, what am I gonna play?
Fres is an awesome school.
Well, since this is my first year, it's a lot better than my old school was actually.
There's a bunch of different after-school clubs. You can try a lot of different activities. It's a great place to try new things.
I think some of the clubs I do are a lot of fun, like when you go to other schools and compete against them, those kind of experiences that I have, like competition, those are the stuff that I really enjoy.
All the activities that you get to do.
I feel like I've had spectacular teachers who have all helped me.
I like how there's accelerated classes. At my old school there wasn't, so it was really interesting to see the change. It's definitely been a challenge, it really has, but I think it definitely helped me, and I feel very ready for high school now.
I really like AIM because it's smaller, like it's easier to do because it's more personal because there's just less people.
Definitely prepares you for the real world, and it definitely helps with your social skills.
I'm more of an independent person. I like to be independent and alone during on working, if anything, like on my research project I was working on for the longest time.
Here at AIM, I enjoy the support and that the faculty provides and the teachers. I like that it's more hands-on and one-on-one, and they'll work with you more.
Well, Brighton is very challenging. It's a place where people, we're known for academics and our extracurriculars, not our sports, but.
When I came to Brighton in 7th grade, I felt really welcomed by everyone that was there. All my teachers are really helpful in making the transition over.
And all the different community events I've personally been able to be a part of in my Brighton high school and middle school experience, I can honestly say that it's a community vibe that you don't see in every town or district.
I think the performing arts here, I've played trumpet since 4th grade, and all the concerts, I think, have always stood out for me.
I was able to be a director for the male student-run a cappella group, and we had a lot of really, really fun performances.
The work ethic I've developed at Brighton, my ability to work with really different people because Brighton's such a diverse place.
There are music opportunities, there are sports opportunities, there are clubs of
all different types and categories.
I got involved in Key Club and Photography Club and Cow Club, and there's a lot of opportunities here, and you really just need to take advantage of it, and teachers are always willing to work with you after school and during their free time, and it's definitely what you make out of it.
The one thing that will definitely live with me forever is are all of the experiences I've had with the trapezoid. I've been involved with the newspaper for the entirety of my high school career, and I guess if I were to come back 10 years later, the first place I would visit is the trap room.
I have a really fond memory of in kindergarten with Mr. Dreschler. For some reason I remember one small math problem where I couldn't add 19 plus 16, and I kept doing it over and over again, and he just spent so much time with me trying to figure that out. We'd work one-on-one doing multiplication. I was like, I'm special, I can do this math, and it just made me feel like, yeah, school's a good thing. 16 plus 19 is 35.
Well, there's a lot of nice teachers and, well, just the substitutes. It's one of my favorite schools that I've gone to so far. I've learned a little bit about clocks, like the ones that are not digital. I'm looking forward to go to the music and French Road because I want to be a rock star. Listen to the water, listen to the water, rolling down the river.
Maybe I'll like French Road just as much as I love concert rock.
The teachers all get who you are.
It's a really welcoming school, and nobody leaves you out.
I remember my first day of school. I had gone to the wrong entrance and someone helped me find my way. But when I finally got to my classroom, she was so nice. She was welcoming everybody, and it was just so welcoming. Such a nice feeling that, like, this is my new school. I'll be here for 3 years, and it's already turning out great.
I've only been here for 2 years, so when I lived in New York City, there was no instrumental music. There was a music program, luckily, but there's no like instrumental. When I came here, I'm like, well, band room, cool.
In third grade, I knew I would never like Fres as much as concert rock, but by the end, I loved Fres.
If I had to sum up all of my teachers at Fres, it would be astounding.
I think it's a good school district.
I think there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of diversity.
It has lots of opportunities for anyone to do like anything they want. There's a lot of clubs. There's just great teachers too, and they make it easy to learn.
There's always teachers who are willing to give up a lot of their free time and help the students.
There are a lot of amazing teachers who work here.
I love Brighton. I think it's a very diverse school district, which I love. So many kids with different backgrounds. Brighton's always so welcoming and friendly, and the teachers are awesome.
I feel like it's definitely a friendly community. In the schools here, I see the faculty more willing to help students than other schools I see and other teachers.
It's a good system, good educational system.
Well, I went to Eastern Irondequoit, so it was different just because like the whole environment was different. Like Brighton's a lot more like academic.
I think the availability to talk to someone when you have issues or problems either here at school or outside of school, I think it's easy to access someone to talk to.
The superintendent is right downstairs, so I guess if you need anything, you get to go talk to him, I guess. I don't know.
The AIM program is great because, like, honestly, without it, I failed my 10th grade year, and there is no way I would have graduated on time without AIM.
I love Brighton because there is such a supportive environment. Not only are the students really supportive of each other, but the teachers are extremely supportive of the students.
I've definitely been lucky growing up in the Brighton School District. It's been a really supportive community academically and socially.
I haven't been at Brighton my entire life, so having this as a base for what I want my kids to grow up in a community like this one day is really nice, and I think I'm super lucky to have grown up in Brighton.
Only recently I've been able to travel around and see what other people's experiences are outside of the Brighton Central School District are, and really, we take so many things for granted. Just the paradigm in which every building, that there is in every building is so much different. We have such a diversity.
I think Brighton is more rigorous than other schools, but I think it sets us up to be in a good position for when we come out.
Not only pursuing a good quality education, but also just being open-minded.
I think what makes us special is our academic excellence and our commitment to diversity and our excellent performing arts.
I really was able to find my own sense of identity and community here at Brighton, which I couldn't say the same for some other schools that I have been at.
I think that Brighton definitely prepared me for what I'm going to face in the real world. It's really interesting because Brighton is one of the schools that it's cooler to be an overachiever than an underachiever.
I've been so lucky to have the opportunities that I have had, and I don't really think there's another school district anywhere that's anything at all like Brighton.
I thought my teacher was going to be mean, but she actually turned out to be nice.
They help you learn, they teach you well, and they're not too strict, but they don't let you do whatever you want.
They help you learn and get you up to the next level. They know what level all your reading is at, so you're not frustrated.
They're nice, they understand, and help you learn in fun ways.
She is a really fun teacher, and she lets us do really fun things, and she's very nice.
A flexible thinker, she basically thinks of every single thing.
Very cheerful and fun, and he's very creative too.
She's nice, she gives us extra recess,
and sometimes if you want extra homework, she'll give you extra homework.
kind of crazy when she plays the piano and it makes us laugh, and she has lots and lots of fun games for us.
They all kind of have that teaching spirit through them. They're willing to teach and learn, and they're nice, I guess.
Fun, loving, friendly, kind.
Funny and nice.
Really nice. We do all sorts of fun stuff.
Really fun.
When I was going in 3rd grade, this was my mind, and now my mind is healed from all the teaching that they've taught me.
Through every single team, I feel like I've had spectacular teachers who have all helped me.
They're very kind. He doesn't have that teacher feel about him. He has that friend kind of feel about him.
I feel like it's beyond just teaching. They develop a deeper relationship with their students so that their students really feel safe to come to them for help. So
I remember one of my teachers, Miss Rigney, her birthday was on April Fool's, and so I remember thinking of her on April Fool's Day, and so I told her, but then she thought I was calling her a fool, so it was a little bit weird. I am very sorry, Miss Rigney.
Maybe when Mrs. McCusick got really mad at me when I didn't do anything wrong. She got mad at me when I didn't do anything, and yeah, that's something I always remember.
I think the closest relationship I've ever had to teachers is probably here in AIM.
They push you, they want you to succeed, they want you to move on past high school.
Here at AIM, I enjoy the support and that the faculty provides and the teachers. I like that it's more hands-on and one-on-one, and they'll work with you more.
There's definitely teachers from my early years in Brighton. I'm talking 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and 5th grade. Teachers that really impacted me and really helped me.
Well, one time Mr. Ennis asked me to count all the chairs in the library, and that was pretty cool.
I think there's a lot of genius teachers in the school.
Not only just well-qualified teachers who know what they're talking about concerning their specific academic discipline, but are just good people and share their own personal experiences about life.
They're not these far away, distant people. They're always there to like help you, and they're always there to listen to everything.
Pushing me and not coddling me to think in different ways, not only about the subject matter, but just in the manner in which you think, challenging ideas and pushing philosophical questions to new boundaries instead of just sticking to what the material says.
Not just like teach us the facts, but give us an understanding and a breadth of knowledge.
Just so much passion for their students and so caring and supportive.
It just feels so good to know that they're always there helping us.
Even if something is really hard and you can't be perfect at it, if you work hard for it, you can still excel in it.
As far as like teachers that have had most influence on me, that really just came in high school. With the librarians, I work in the library, and they've definitely helped me with like, they've kind of been like my psychologists.
There's a long list of people I would like to thank, but really all the teachers I've had, and all the club advisors that I've been involved with, I can't say anything else other than I owe every one of you guys so much.
Every teacher that I've had has actually genuinely cared about me, and I think that's helped me become the person that I am today. So thanks.
Miss Blaustein, I like her because she encourages us to learn in a way that I can't really say.
Miss Button, she's always doing no bueno like and it's very funny.
Yes. Yeah, Miss Cranston, we do some wild things with her.
I really like our teacher, Miss Files,
Yes.
for 1st and 2nd grade.
Miss Files, I agree. I love Miss Marcajani. I love Mr. D. He was my kindergarten teacher.
I love Miss Marcajani.
I like Mr. Tappan and Mrs. Treasure.
Mr. Tappan and Mr. Treasure. Adding
Mr. Treasure.
Mrs. Treasure. I want to say to Miss Marcajani that she was the best teacher in the world that I had so far.
Miss Marcajani, I thought she was a little silly at first, and I didn't expect. I thought she would have like really long hair, and I thought she would sound way different. But she's very nice, calm, and it's hard to get her very mad. Boys always do that because they're screaming.
Sometimes the boys get them mad, but it's mostly the girls.
Well, I know one thing that always works for Miss Cranston. Just give a jar of honey.
My favorite teacher is Miss Hutter and Miss Tantillos. Mrs. Hutter and Mr. Tappan. I like Mrs. Hutter.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Royce, and she has made it so the learning that we have done more fun than it was to start with.
You're the best.
When I was in 4th grade, when we were learning to multiply, I didn't get the algorithm, but this year, Mrs. Dubois revisited it, and now it's really easy for me.
I love my teacher, Miss Parker. She's very funny. She helped me a lot with Solo Festival, which is something that you can do with the Monroe County Music Department.
My favorite teacher is maybe Miss Dubois, or my 5th grade teacher, or my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Holfeth, or my 4th grade teacher, Miss Jacqueline. I mean, I just like all the teachers.
I have 3 favorite teachers. Mrs. Dubois, my current teacher, because she just went so thoroughly through every subject, and it was really fun. It is really fun. And then Mrs. Willis, because we did so many fun projects last year. And then my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Simmons, because she was so good at teaching us.
I really liked Mrs. Dubois and Miss End, my 3rd grade teacher, and I guess my 4th grade teacher. All the teachers here are really nice.
I really liked my 7th grade English teacher, Mrs. Hipper, and my 7th grade math teacher, Mrs. Welling. Both were super nice. Mrs. Hipper really helped me through ELA and improve my writing. Mrs. Welling was always so open to trying to help me and help me for math and give me advice and feedback.
I liked the Falters. They were very nice, and Mr. Montulli and Mr. Durkee, they were great.
I really like my tech teacher, Mr. Kniebel, because he keeps it real and he kind of teaches you some real life problems and stuff that happens too, so it's not just sugarcoating everything.
Yeah, Mr. Kane's my favorite teacher right now.
I really like Mr. Kane and Mrs. Terwilliger. I think they're really nice teachers, and Mrs. Cameron. They're really nice teachers who are who help me learn the subject well.
Oh, he's just Mr. Kane. He's just himself whenever he needs to.
In 6th grade with Mr. Winslow, when we did the stories, the fables, that was one of my funnest experiences in South Corners Middle School, and it was really great.
Miss Weatherby is honestly one of the most caring people I've ever met in my life, and she takes time to actually get to know her students. She actually cares about what's going on outside of school.
I remember when in 2nd grade when I forgot her name. I think it starts with Mrs. L or something. I don't know. But the way she told stories was amazing.
I remember Miss Clancy, Miss Hobbins, and Miss Randall, Miss Weatherby the most.
I am going to say Miss Weatherby is the most effective teacher.
Probably the most, I'd probably like to thank Miss Weatherby, because she's probably the one that helped me the most. And I like to thank Miss Randall for her professionalism too.
Mr. Struzik, I think he's the biggest part of the performing arts program at Brighton, and he really is responsible for such a massive participation in the performing arts. Bands at other schools are tiny. There are schools 3 times their size of a band that's smaller than ours, and you can be an athlete, you can be interested in academics, you can be interested in neither of those things, and you can still be in the band. And I think that's rare, actually. So I think Mr. Struzik recognizes that and makes sure that everybody enjoys it. He's lighthearted but serious, and I think that makes for some of the best music that we can have.
Mrs. Piketty was an influential teacher. She was my psychology teacher my spring of my junior year, and she just got me really excited about that career. I had a great German teacher, Frau Gillespie. I was lucky to have her for 3 years, and she's just a great person in general, and she's really makes everyone love the subject.
1st and 2nd grade, I had Miss Shea, and we put on so many cute little plays for Thanksgiving, and we built a village, and we sang this song that I still remember. It's 1st grade and 2nd grade, we came to room 3. We all were so kind and worked happily. Miss Shea and Mr. Huggins were here to teach. They told us that nothing was out of our reach.
One teacher who definitely had a huge influence on me was Mrs. Hall. I really appreciated her commitment to her students. She always taught us a lot of nice personal lessons and lessons on note-taking and a lot of really useful life skills that go beyond just English and just school, but just skills for life.
In particular, I'd like to thank Mr. Wilmot. I had him for AP US History, which is an extremely rigorous course, and I think it would be very easy to enter that course and after a month or 2 in it, lose interest in the subject because outline after outline, test after test, it's extremely unforgiving, but I mean, Mr. Wilmot was able to make the class interesting. He was able to keep us motivated somehow, and he's also become a sort of mentor for his kids. When you're going through junior year, obviously there's a ton of stress, parts that he's responsible for of his class, yet he's always there to help you out, and he's always there to listen. I think that's admirable. I think he helped me through high school, and I'm sure he'll do it for many more people.
Also, Miss Arnold, who actually was never really my teacher at all, but she's my club advisor for Cow Club, and she's incredible. She just started here, and she took on this new club, and just we had a dance marathon, and we raised thousands of dollars this year, and she's always so enthusiastic, and she's encouraging us and telling us that we can do it, and holding these meetings and emails, and she's a wonderful lady.
Mr. Kantz, he's definitely a great teacher. He gave us some really good bits of literature to read and a lot of good life advice as well.
Mr. Quinn, probably like the nicest guy in the entire world. I love Mr. Quinn.
My Spanish teacher, Mr. DeFiore Schmidt, he was, I really loved talking to him both in English and in Spanish about lots of different things.
Mr. Noto knows more than I think I can't even, like, so he says stuff, I'm like, how does anyone even know that? They're more of situational kind of things. It's like some kind of interesting pun that goes along with an economic theory that everyone here is just trying to understand it. Throwing in jokes into economics, you're just like, Mr. Noto always says like, oh, he makes these jokes that are like, you have to laugh at them because you're like, oh my god, what is this? And then he says, it always gets worse. But I guess like I've just been waiting all the time for that when he says, this is the worst. But each joke, you know what, just laugh. It'll make him feel good.
Mr. Noto has played a really large role in my senior year, both in terms of taking his class economics. For the second year, I liked him so much that I took it junior year and came back another year. Most people are scared. He's opened my eyes to the study of economics and to just being the kind of role model that says yes to things, that's available, that takes on a whole variety of responsibilities for the good of more than just himself, and that's been really inspiring for me to see and to participate with.
Mr. Noto, of course. I only had him for like four months, I don't know, this year, and I loved his class, and I just think he's a wonderful person, and it's like he taught us about the world and like how it works, and like you're never gonna get a job, and college is for losers. Not really, but it just like opens my eyes about like everything, politics and like finances and just like the world, and it's crazy, and I'm gonna miss you, Mr. Noto.
The majority of high school students have gone through Mr. Fredenberg's classes.
Mr. Fredenberg is just, he's been everywhere in the world. I think he's had the most experience out of anyone I know.
It's like a rite of passage here at Brighton, you know. I'm gonna look back in 10 years and I'm gonna just remember that class, and we all had to go through the same stuff in it.
With his gavel, is that what it's called? He takes it.
He shuffles in, you know, feet dragging, slams the door, maybe bumps into something because everybody's talking, gets out his gavel and he bangs it incredibly loudly. You know, everybody's cringing in the front row and everybody's talking. And I really don't understand why everybody's talking right now. We have important things to learn in a test in 2 weeks, and we're never going to learn in this atmosphere. And of course, everybody keeps talking because all he's doing is bumbling to himself. But eventually, he'd get our attention, and you know, we'd take the test in 2 weeks with limited success. It was fun the entire time, and somehow at the end, we ended up learning things, which is just a miracle.
Dr. Hall, of course, has always been such a supporting guy. Friendly beyond belief.
I think he's just a great principal, and I just think I'll never forget like how he's made my experience here at Brighton with like natural helpers even, and peak experience.
So I'd like to thank Dr. Hall for just being open to my ideas and for making it feel like when friends and I would come proposing something that he was really open to letting us try and do what we could to help out whoever we were trying to help out.
During Spring Fest, I had a moment when Dr. Hall was performing during the talent show and he was singing Shake It Off, and I started to tear up a little bit. Oh my gosh, Dr. Hall's performance was just perfect. It was just amazing because he was so enthusiastic and he really showed who he is. I think he's just caring and he's willing to put himself out there, and he puts 100% into everything that he does. And we're just so lucky to have him, and oh my gosh, it was just, the Shake It Off performance was perfect.
He cares more about the people than he does his like official position, so I really like that he cares about the students, and you can see that. So I think that makes a big difference, and the students, I think, respect him a lot more as a result of that.
I went on Peak Experience, which is like the trip through the outdoor club with Mr. Porta and Dr. Hall, and that was like the first year that Dr. Hall was principal, so like I didn't really know him that well or anything, and he's gonna be mad at me for telling this story, but when we were on that trip, he had altitude sickness, and I remember just looking over Dr. Hall and being like, Dr. Hall, like, are you okay? And then he just was like, no, just pukes in a bush. He's always very embarrassed when I tell it, but I don't know, whatever.
Thanks for teaching us.
I would like to say thank you, and I hope that I can come back and visit.
Thank you for helping me grow with all of the things you've taught me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You are the best teachers I have ever known.
Thank you, you're a great teacher.
Goodbye, I'll miss you a lot.
I want to thank all the teachers who helped me out, helped me to learn, acknowledged me, and they just taught me everything. Here I can't thank them as much as I want to. I love them.
I would want to thank Ms. Shea for being such a great teacher and helping me learn stuff that I didn't know before I came to Council Rock.
Thank you for being one of my favorite teachers, and thank you for teaching me a lot. Thank you for teaching me and making me grow, and thank you for always helping me figure out things that I don't know, and I have a lot of memories, and I'm gonna walk away to French Road keeping those, and I'll always remember them.
I actually think that I really don't exactly want to go. I wish they taught 3rd grade here because this is a really fun place.
Thanks for teaching me a lot of stuff I didn't know before I came here. Thank you for being my teacher.
being our teachers and making the school a very nice place.
Thanks for everything you do, giving us extra recess and good and stuff.
We're going to French Road and goodbye, Miss Youngman, Miss Wagner, Miss Spiles, Miss Murray, Miss Brick, Miss Fournier, and Mr. Simmons. I can't say
I think
anymore.
that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you've done in teaching us and just doing things with us that we love to do and just helping us out with things we're not that good at.
Thank you for teaching me everything that you taught me, and for having me here and giving me a learning opportunity and letting me have fun.
Thank you very much for teaching me. You've taught me so much over the past 2 years. So much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much for teaching me. I am really glad that you are my teachers here, and you are so nice, and thank you for helping me out.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. I can't thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me learn and have the time to play with my friends and have the time to learn new things.
Thank you, Mrs. Marcajani, Miss S, Miss Pizza, Miss E, Miss Wegmans, Miss Yaman, Miss Cooper, Mr. Tappan, Miss Jazzo, the substitutes, Mr. Stock, Mrs. Stock. That's all I have.
Me too.
You.
Bye.
Thank you for teaching me so well, and you've blown my mind.
I learned a lot at Frez, and I couldn't really imagine having different teachers.
Thank you, I guess, to all of you guys out there who have had for previous years. And do just what you did with me, have fun with your class and all of that stuff.
It's been a great year. You had a great impression on my education and myself. I really love you guys, and I'm gonna miss you.
Thank you so much for the best 3 years of my life. And I hope you give the best 3 years to other students as well.
Thank you for welcoming me here. It's been really fun with you, and I really enjoyed working with you, and Fres has been a wonderful school. Thank you.
Thank you for making TCMS an amazing school experience. I had a great time in middle school, and I'm definitely going to miss it.
I would like to say thanks to my science teacher for always explaining things to me and helping me really understand them, and to my tech teacher for giving me that real life lesson and kind of helping me understand school, but also what it's going to be like outside of school.
I've had spectacular teachers who have all helped me through every different subject, been willing to stay after school and answer all my questions, and I really want to thank them for that.
I appreciate everything you've done to help me, and thank you so much.
Thank everybody for making my experience so good and nourishing for everybody here, and I guess keep it up.
I think, just to put it simply, just thank you. Thank you for all the time that you put into us and the energy you put into us, because I think I'm in a really good position walking out of here.
I think the people I've met, the teachers I've gotten to know and come to trust and really rely on, there's nothing else in the world that's more precious, I think, than a relationship between a teacher and a student. And I wouldn't give the world for it.
Thank you to all the faculty and staff who have given me so many chances and opportunities and ways to be able to help me help myself just develop as a person, and it's been really, really awesome and really, really fun. So thank you.
Thank you, Brighton, for the education, life experience, and everything I've learned here.
I would just like to say thank you to all the teachers that have helped me go through school, and you've taught me a lot about life. And there isn't one specific teacher, just because there's so many that I have loved working with and who've taught me a lot about life. So thank you.
Years down the road, every student will come to the realization that, wow, my teachers really made a really big influence and impact on who I am. And I myself certainly am indebted to quite a number of individuals, and I thank you for that so much.
And bye to all the teachers that I've ever had. Yes.
Yeah. To sum things up, the only thing I can say is just thank you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the friends I've made and the times I've had here.
Yeah, I think I'll miss everything and everyone, and I don't know what else there is to say.
Go Barons. Every day is a great day to be a Baron.